Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you. You know, moments ago I received an email from our friend, the Hidden Underbelly 2.0. He's gotten video from Facebook and he forwarded it over to me, and we're looking at it. An incredible capture by a fisherman off the coast of Puerto Rico. He captured it with his FLIR, and we've got the entire panel with us. We've got Richard from Goof On, and we also have Dark Hour Paranormal chiming in, including our friend Ollie out of the UK. Alien Addict is going to chime in on this video that appears to be some kind of disc-shaped object just closely off the surface of the water and then takes off into the sky. Apparently the fisherman has captured 10 minutes of this footage. He's trying to upload it to WhatsApp, so we're standing by and hopefully we can see the entire film itself, but the fisherman claims he doesn't know what it is. So it's pretty incredible footage, and even Breakfast right here has no idea what is being seen at the moment. So buckle up, everybody. Blake Cousins, it is Third Phase Moon, and we're going to do the roundtable tonight, get everybody's thoughts and opinions. And I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments and in this live premiere. Thanks everybody for joining us on this live YouTube premiere. We're getting the word out as fast as possible. We don't sit on footage. We don't trickle it out. As soon as we receive it, we put it out as fast as possible. So let's take a look at this FLIR footage right now.
He's spinning, bro. He's going, he got that spin, and then he got like a magnetic force in the bottom where you can see hot. So this UFO, it was spotted like a 1 mile from the coastline from Playuela, and I lost it for about 10 miles northeast of the Seychelles. The video goes for about 10 minutes, but it won't let me load it up in WhatsApp. So you be your own judge, make your own judgment. I don't know.
Now let's take it out to Rich. Rich from Goof On, what's your thoughts on this?
This looks pretty good, guys. I got it up on the big screen here, and what I see is an object that has a tic-tac shape to it, and it's FLIR video. It looks like it's close to the water, and then it starts to take off slowly and gradually. Now I was thinking this must be an airplane or a drone or something like that, but I don't see it being an airplane because it's going way too slow. And a drone probably wouldn't show up on FLIR as being all hot. The whole thing is hot. Of course, there's no experts in the field of ufology, so nobody could really tell how a tic-tac should look under FLIR, because the evidence we get is so grainy, and we're taking words of people that normally we wouldn't have trusted in the past. So, and nothing really matches up to what we're being told. In this one, you can hear the guy talking, you can feel that he doesn't know what it is. He watched it, and then it left for a while, and then he recaptured it again. So that's pretty interesting that he was able to relocate it and focus in on it and follow it. So it was around for a while, and I don't know the history of this guy, but I'm I'm sure if he's using a FLIR camera at night that he knows what he's looking at. If it was a plane or a drone, I think he would know that and he wouldn't spend all this time, because it is a 10-minute video, but he was only able to upload the highlights and I guess the file was too big. So here we are again with an object that looks like a Tic Tac. It acts like a Tic Tac. It's going very slow. It does resemble maybe a drone, but the only reason I'm saying it's not a drone, because I think the guy would know better. I think he would probably hear it. It doesn't look like, I think he said it was a mile off the coast. So there's a lot of what ifs with this, but I like the fact that, you know, we see it, you know, kind of wobbling, which, you know, you want to say drone, 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 but I don't think the entire drone would be heated up like that. It just doesn't look like a drone that way. I've seen drones on FLIR footage before, and you can tell it's a drone. I think this might be a legitimate Tic Tac UFO. And if I'm wrong, boy, then show me. I mean, that's why we put these up. We want you to help us out, since, you know, it's in another country, whatever, you know, some things are just harder to get to research, but this one is kind of impressive looking and it's going slow. I don't know, guys. I'm leaning towards that this might be a legitimate UFO. Then again, you know, we're talking about FLIR video, so I don't know the details of it, but maybe someday we will. It's good stuff.
I appreciate your insight, Rich. It's pretty incredible footage. It would be cool if it was a little clearer, but we take what we can get, and you know, it's a lot better than some of this military footage that's been coming out, but this is captured by civilians. We have civilian fishermen capturing anomalies. Why isn't the major media, you know, sharing this kind of stuff? Now let's take it out to the UK. Ollie, Alien Addict, what's your thoughts?
This is interesting. It's got no wake in the water whatsoever. That's the most compelling thing about this. Not the fact that it takes off, because if it had a wake and it's FLIR footage, I'd say that that's an aeroplane of some kind. Small, radio control, or really far out in the distance, an aeroplane. You just can't see the wings. And when you look at FLIR footage, you really can't usually see the wings of an aeroplane. But it's the fact that there is no wake. What's really interesting about this footage is that there is no wake. You can't see any wake whatsoever in the water as this thing takes off. If there was a wake, I'd say that's an aeroplane, hands down. What I want to see is people posting FLIR footage to Thirdphaseofmoon, to Alien Addict, showing an actual wake in FLIR footage that's that far away, that you can see a visible wake, because there is no wake. Without a wake, that says to me that is backing up what these people are saying about zero inertia, and that these things don't affect the water whatsoever. It does move the same as an aeroplane, though, as it takes off gradually. There's just no wake. When there's no wake, it's a UFO, as in unidentified flying object. I'm not going to call it UAP. I refuse to do that. But it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, because we've got loads of FLIR footage now. We've got a little bit more now, but only this one's, I think it's slightly better than some of the rest of them. Only because there's no wake. But would we see a wake? That's what I'm asking myself. I need to see more FLIR footage of aeroplanes taking off out of water, and see if you can see a wake. If you can see a wake, then we know what that is. That's an aeroplane. If we can't see a wake, then that's a Tic Tac taking off out of the water. Also, Why is it filmed on FLIR footage? People, stop doing this. You know, it's bad enough that we get the military stuff. When the civilians are doing it, you know, just use normal color. You know, I want to see the UO. I want to see the shiny goodness of it. It's interesting, but is it a UFO? Well, it's a UFO because it's unidentified. That's about it. Apart from that, if we can see wakes in FLIR footage, very visible wakes, you might have something there. Interesting.
Appreciate your thoughts there, Alien Addict. You know, it's insane what's going on. It seems like UFOs, meta-propulsion vehicles, it's all on the rise right now. So we're having our eyes open. Let's take it out to Dark Hour Paranormal. Michael, what's your thoughts here?
While I do really enjoy this video, I'm not terribly keen on the fact that it isn't first-hand footage in the way that it's being captured. Now, maybe there's some sort of logical or rational explanation as to why they decided to put it on a computer screen and then film it from that, but at any rate, it makes it a little bit more difficult to analyze the footage. Now, we don't necessarily know between country to country what we have in terms of technology, or at least there hasn't been anything confirmed in that respect. So, for all we know, the United States has a set of its technology that we would consider high technology. Russia has one, China has one, and of course these go along in different programs, and perhaps some of the secrecy in between the margins, if you will, where we can't really connect any of these, is based on the militarization and secrecy of these particular objects. So in the video, we're privy to witness what appears to be some sort of disc gliding across the water. I assume it's pretty large, can't tell exactly how big, just because the cameraman is far away enough that we can sort of ascertain that at least. And then at one point it begins to ascend right off of the water. Now, the person filming then switches into a heat signature, which gives it a little bit more clarity. And one of the interesting things that we hear him mention is that he believed he saw some sort of electromagnetic field underneath it registering in the way of heat. Now, without any modern or conventional way to propel this thing into the air, no sound associated with it as far as we could tell from the video, we're again looking at some sort of super propulsion, or perhaps a super cavitation element that's associated with this craft. Now, let's just play another card for a moment here. Let's say this isn't our craft, and it is actually belonging to some sort of extraterrestrial species. Now, we understand that at least there is a theory that perhaps these extraterrestrials are here studying and observing us. But what if they were here actually studying our entire ecosystem and perhaps all the animals within? And that's why we're seeing them in such abundance at this period of time, wherein they're more brazen. It's like not looking behind your back, in a sense. It's an idea, but in my heart of hearts, I think the majority of what we're seeing, probably at least 80 to 85% in our skies, is ours and belongs to our species as some sort of back-engineered technology, or some sort of technology that may have been a derivative of something recovered in some sort of event in the past. So either way, this is a fantastic clip. I really enjoy the authenticity of the person who's recording it. He says it's spinning at one point. We can't really make that out so well, but this is what he's claiming. And again, he really leaves it up to us to decide what it is we're witnessing in the sky that day.
Now, let's take it out to my brother, Brent. Brent's been standing by. He's on assignment, but we're going to take it out to him, and I want to get Brent's thoughts. What's going on with this FLIR shot?
All right, we're here on the coast on Hamakua, kind of doing an example, kind of an experiment to see what this person captured across the ocean. He did say this was about a mile out at sea, so I'm kind of adjusting, kind of looking on how much a mile would be. It'd almost be about a thumb's length at the bottom of the crest of the ocean right there. And if you adjust just a little bit down, I would estimate that being about a mile out. You would not see a conventional drone at this distance. It'd just be too hard to see. Now let's ask the question, what could it be? This thing, if you look at it, it's doing these strange maneuvers. You could kind of see it just hover along the ocean, and it would be kind of difficult for a plane to create lift at that moment just because it's so close to the surface. But then again, you see this thing just kind of bank up, hold a position, and then it kind of does these awkward moves that really don't represent your average drone. You could almost say maybe this is military, some sort of new tech. I'm thinking this thing would be probably about 20 to maybe 30 feet. Not your typical small sized drones like a MAV or something like that. This thing's huge. What's the technology behind it? We've been seeing these FLIR videos kind of coming up these past couple weeks, and I'm gonna say this is better than what we've seen recently by some drops in people that you know in the field. This one has a little bit more clarity, and it gives us kind of more of a dimension on what's really happening out there. Why is this captured on FLIR, some people might say? Really, it doesn't matter what camera it's captured on, as long as they're actually capturing evidence.
So a lot on the table. We got even more UFO videos coming in from around the world. So we're gonna make another episode a little bit later tonight, and hopefully we can put it up earlier this morning. But right now, there's so many UFO sightings on the rise, and they're being captured everywhere. So the times are exciting. People, if you've captured anything amazing, submit it to us right here. Breakfast wants to see your videos. We all want to see your videos from around the world. So send it to us. My contact, my email is in the description below. This is Third Phase Moon. Blake Cousins, keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. We'll see you next time. And one more thing, if you may have noticed, we've got our merch up and the store is open. Third Phase of Moon, behind the veil. We've got all kinds of designs. The quality is really high. 100% cotton. The hoodies, buckle up. Third Phase of Moon is open, and we've got a lot of fans that are picking up the merch, and they're sending us photographs, and we're excited that when our fans share with us their merch from Third Phase of Moon, we're going to post it right here at Third Phase of Moon. We've got them in all sizes for women, for young men. People are requesting the extra large. They're there. Everything's there. And the high quality behind the hoodies and everything. Again, go check out the merch. Third Phase of Moon. Mixed tees. It's in the description below. Thanks everybody for joining us in this live premiere. It's been an exciting last few weeks, and it's just begun. This is Blake Cousins. Just wanted to throw that out real fast. The store's open. We'll see everybody real soon. Bye.